top 5 longest civil wars in world history. Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on the top 5 longest civil wars in world history. In this video, we'll be exploring some of the longest and most devastating civil wars in human history and taking a look at what led to their outbreaks, how they affected the people involved, and what lessons we can learn from these conflicts. Starting off at number 5, we have the 30 Years' War, which took place in Europe from 1618 to 1648. This war was fought between Catholic and Protestant states, and it was one of the most destructive conflicts of the early modern era. The war began as a series of religious conflicts between Catholics and Protestants in the Holy Roman Empire and quickly escalated into a larger conflict that involved much of Europe. At its height, the 30 Years' War was fought by over 200,000 soldiers and resulted in the deaths of over 8 million people. This war also had a profound impact on the European continent, leading to the decline of the Holy Roman Empire and the rise of France as a dominant power. At number 4, we have the Chinese Civil War, which took place from 1927 to 1949. This war was fought between the Communist Party of China and the Nationalist Party, and it was one of the largest and most bloody civil wars of the 20th century. The war began as a power struggle between the two parties, and it quickly escalated into a full-scale conflict that lasted for more than 2 decades. The Chinese Civil War resulted in the deaths of millions of people, and it had a profound impact on the country and the region as a whole. In the end, the Communist Party emerged victorious, and the People's Republic of China was established in 1949. Coming in at number 3, we have the Spanish Civil War, which took place from 1936 to 1939. This war was fought between the nationalist and Republican forces in Spain, and it was one of the most brutal and divisive conflicts of the 20th century. The Spanish Civil War was characterized by widespread violence and atrocities, including the bombing of civilian populations, mass executions, and widespread human rights abuses. At its height, the Spanish Civil War was fought by over 500,000 soldiers and resulted in the deaths of over 200,000 people. The war also had a profound impact on the Spanish people, leaving a legacy of political and social division that still resonates today. At number 2, we have the Taiping Rebellion, which took place in China from 1850 to 1864. This war was fought between the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom and the Qing Dynasty, and it was one of the largest civil wars in human history. The Taiping Rebellion was sparked by religious and political tensions, and it quickly escalated into a full-scale conflict that lasted for over a decade. The Taiping Rebellion resulted in the deaths of millions of people, and it had a profound impact on the Chinese people and the region as a whole. Despite its significance, the Taiping Rebellion is often overlooked in the history of civil wars, and it remains one of the least well-known conflicts of the 19th century. Finally, at number 1, we have the Rwandan Civil War, which took place from 1990 to 1994. This war was fought between the Hutu and Tutsi ethnic groups in Rwanda, and it was one of the most devastating civil wars of the 20th century. The Rwandan Civil War was characterized by widespread violence and atrocities, including mass killings, sexual violence, and widespread human rights abuses. At its height, the Rwandan Civil War was fought by over 300,000 soldiers and resulted in the deaths of over 800,000 people. The Rwandan Civil War had a profound impact on the country and the region, and it remains a cautionary tale about the dangers of ethnic conflict and the importance of preventing such wars in the future. The Rwandan Civil War serves as a reminder of the need for international intervention in such situations and the importance of taking steps to prevent similar conflicts from occurring. It also highlights the importance of reconciliation and the role that communities can play in promoting peace and healing after a civil war. In conclusion, these 5 civil wars are just a few of the many conflicts that have plagued humanity throughout history. They serve as a reminder of the toll that civil wars can take on societies and the importance of preventing such conflicts in the future. They also provide a wealth of lessons that can be learned about the causes and consequences of civil wars and the steps that can be taken to prevent them from occurring. Whether you are a student of history, a peace advocate, or simply someone who wants to learn more about the world, I hope that this video has provided you with a deeper understanding of some of the longest and most devastating civil wars in human history. Thank you for watching.